So we're going to look at some more solving absolute value inequalities. This time, instead of writing our answers in interval notation, this time we're going to write our answers in terms of graphing them on a number line. So that's kind of the difference in this section here. So for example, graph the solution to A. The absolute value of 9 minus 6y is less than or equal to 15. So again, if you look, the absolute value is all by itself. 15 is a positive number. So I'm at a point where I can just split the absolute value problem into that negative and positive case. So we're going to have 9 minus 6y, flip the inequality sign, greater than or equal to negative 15, and 9 minus 6y is less than or equal to positive 15. Now we're going to solve each of the problems. So we're going to subtract 9 from both sides. So minus 6y is greater than or equal to negative 24. We're going to divide both sides by negative 6. So y. Now, when you divide or multiply an inequality by a negative, you have to flip the sign. So this sign is actually going to flip again. So it's going to become y is less than or equal to, so 24 divided by, negative 24 divided by negative 6 is a positive 4. Then we're going to go to the other side. So we have, again, subtract 9 from both sides. So I have minus 6y less than or equal to 6. And then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 6. Again, I'm going to flip the sign, so y is greater than or equal to negative 1. And so now, if I go to graph it, here is negative 1, here's 4. So if I go to graph this first one here, y is less than or equal to 4. It's going to be a solid dot at 4, and then down to the left. If y is greater than or equal to negative 1. So we're going to circle that in blue. I'm going to do solid dot at negative 1 and to the right. We're looking for where they overlap. So this is the overlap. So before we were writing this as it would be in interval notation, it would be negative 1 with a square bracket to 4 with a square bracket. If Alex asks you to graph it, Alex does not want to see all of your work. So it doesn't want to see the blue line and the pink line and the circling of where it's together. So if Alex wanted you to graph your answer, all Alex would want you to do is put a closed dot here, a closed dot here, and to shade the part in between. So we'll do another example. So here, part B, the absolute value of 2x minus 5 is less than or equal to 7. Oops, I wrote that wrong. Is greater than 7. Sorry, copied the wrong line from my notes. So again, the absolute value part is all by itself here. The 7 is a positive number. So that lets me split it up right away into the negative case and the positive case. So we're going to have the, not the absolute value. We're just going to have 2x minus 5. Again, we're going to flip that sign, so it's going to become less than negative 7. And 2x minus 5 is greater than positive 7. We're going to solve each of these cases. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So 2x is less than negative 2. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So x is less than negative 1. Same thing here, I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So we're going to have 2x is greater than 12. We're going to divide both sides by 2. So x is greater than 6. And now we're going to draw that on a number line. So here I have -1, here I have 6, just like I've been doing. Draw the first one in pink. So x less than -1, open circle at -1, and we're going to go to the left. X greater than 6, open circle at 6, and we're going to go to the right. Now what we're going to do is we are going to look at our stuff here and notice that this and this do not overlap. And so we want to take each piece then, this piece and this piece. And so we're talking about from -infinity to -1, parentheses, union, 6 to infinity, parentheses. So if it asks for you to write the answer in interval notation, that's what you would do. But if it asks you to graph the solution, right, remember, as I said before, Alex only wants the part of the answers. It kind of doesn't want your middle work. So the answer you would be inputting in Alex would look like this. So it would have an open circle at -1, and it would be shaded to the left, and an open circle at 6, and shaded to the right.